We've got a real nice grassy area here at Dosewallips State Park. The noise you hear is from the workmen over here building a new bathroom shower addition. But other than that, the park is pretty much emptied out here today. Cabins are all but empty. All the campsites in our little circle are empty but us. Sorry for the hammering. But way down there are large powered campsites for fifth wheelers, trailers, what have you. I'll go over to one of these cabins because most of the campsites that I've visited or that are near where I live only have yurts. But these cabins are really nice. I peeked inside one, so let's go look at one of these right in front of us. Cabins like these are spread throughout the campsites here at Dosewallips State Park. Let's go and look in the window. And here's a peek inside one of the cabins here. Nice big family room dining table made out of logs. Nice big recliner, cushy seat there. Fixing table over there, and I would guess in the back would be a bedroom or the bunks. It sure looks like a nice place to spend the weekend in a state park. This one here is wheelchair accessible, so everyone can get out and enjoy the state parks and nature and get out of the mess the cities are. We got somebody here that's real upset that we're in his area. Sara's really upset too. She wants to go chase this little critter. But he is sure vocal. Whoop, there he goes. Nope, there he is. He's down here looking for something. Then we got the girls back at the campsite. They're watching me watch the squirrel. Yeah, one nut watching another. Watching another. Okay, I'm gonna go back and enjoy my second cup of flavored coffee. Sara, you just keep an eye on that critter, okay? After my second cup of coffee, the girls and I took a short morning hike on the Maple Valley Trail across from our campsite heading up the Dosewallips River Valley. It was lush and green, with nature doing some strange things on the side of the trail, but the views of the river were enjoyable. When we hiked out, we found a herd of elk were waking up from their evening sleep in the field the trail emptied into near our campsite. It was quite a nice find. Well, it's another morning here at Dosewallips State Park. Hi, Kate. Kate always takes her seat to watch out the windshield. Watch it, everybody. Oh, you're so cute. And we'll open up here to the morning campgrounds. Hi, Sara. Sara's out looking for birds already. But we're early risers. Always have been when camping. And it looks like everybody is still sawing logs. You can see our little camp circle here is vacant except for us, which is really nice. And the only noise you hear is the highway traffic on 101, which goes behind those trees right along that side of the park and across the Dosewallips River, heading north to Sequim and Port Angeles. Here we are under the overpass of 101 as it crosses over the Dosewallips River. And this is a section of the Dosewallips State Park that has been closed off to camping. I can see where this used to be a large, beautiful campground, though it's right next to the highway. On this side, It's right along the Dosewallips River. We'll go over here. Lots of elk turds all over here. They've got signs to watch for large elk in the area. But this is the Dosewallips River. It seems pretty full, but I'm sure with the spring melt it'll get much bigger, much wider. And if you can look up, I guess you can't quite see it from here, but there's a huge eagle's nest. Let me reposition so we can look at it better. There it is, right up there. That thing's huge. An old snag. We saw one of the bald eagles floating around the park over the grassy area, but I can't tell if anyone's up there right now. Here's all the campfire rings they've pulled out of the ground, and if you can look way back there, you'll see all the picnic tables all packed in one area. Lots of birds out here of all types. Grebes, swans, Canadian geese. It's a beautiful morning. Peaceful, except for cars in the background. Just the sounds of nature. Okay, now we're going to take the beach trail, go up the ramp here, cross the bridge over the Dosewallips, down the other side, through a nice little area, and out to the beach. The Dosewallips, coming right out of the Olympic Mountains. And here we have the Dosewallips leaving the flatlands, heading towards Hood Canal. And up there is an enormous eagle's nest. Those guys have the prime location. I can sit up there and pick off the fresh salmon as they enter fresh water and haven't deteriorated yet. So they'll get the best choices of the salmon coming up to spawn. Here they have information about all the shells, clams, and oysters you can collect here on this beach during the proper harvesting season. As you can see by the pages, there's quite a variety available here for you to harvest at the right time of year. We follow this nice little gravel path out, and once we emerge from the forest, hey look, there's a signal tower. We can get up and look out. Let's see. Up here at the lookout platform, there are several boards that explain many things about the estuary, but you can look out into Hood Canal here and see how immense this is. Now the tide is going out. Last evening I was here and the tide was out so far it almost looked as if you could walk across to that far point. Let's zoom in a little. You can see a large area of the tide flats out there is exposed already. And you can see the whiteness out there from all the shells and clam shells that have been shucked. Yesterday that went out very, very far. And here we are along the waters of the Dosewallips. And this area of the state park that is currently closed will be reopening in the future. However, the field over there will be the only half that's opening as group camping. All of these campsites that were once along the river have been discontinued, and the river campsite that they've closed down a while back to help protect the river and the shoreline there, they're going to create 8 new sites or more here in this area to make up for the campsites they closed, which is really nice. These elk will no doubt move someplace else in the large grassy state park. I've moved over here near the dump station with some large trees and lots of shrubs as a buffer. I don't want to disturb them. Looks like they may have spent the night here. They're all just finally getting up as the sun hits the field and warms them up. They're probably gonna head up into the mountains for the morning. We'll leave this group of elk and head into the state park. So for the last night here at Dosewallips State Park, I decided to reverse things and back in so my sliding door is facing the campfire and the picnic table. So tonight when we have our farewell campfire, the light of the campfire will reflect off the RV and also into the RV to have a nice warm feeling for our last camp. The girls were a little confused. They thought we went someplace else. When I opened the door and let them out, they had a different aspect on life until they went around to the backside and realized that, hey, they're right where they were. Our final evening, we had a great campfire that warmed and lit up our entire area. Kate preferred to be on top of the picnic table so she could view over everything, and the fireplace really lit her up. Sara, on the other hand, was just content being inside on her little bed, and soon Katie fell asleep also. So with 2 down, 1 to go, I decided to hit the sack also and dream about where we would go next on our trips.